Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Fast Charlie. Just combined both words right there. And this is an action crime thriller mystery from director Philip Noyce, starring Pierce Brosnan as Charles Swift, our titular Charlie, who's a fixer. He gets rid of problems, and the problem is he winds up having a job, and his victim winds up losing his head. How can he identify them to get the payment? Well, he grabs this victim's wife, Marcie, played by Marcie Kramer, and they wind up going on a crazy adventure in terms of twists and turns and mystery and danger around every corner. And this action thriller certainly does lean into a lot of tropes and ideas that you expect from action thrillers, and it's not necessarily like a fresh feeling kind of film. The direction is serviceable. It captures like this deep southern feel with like how the tinting of the cinematography is. It gives it that bit of, it looks like a southern kind of summer, and that's potentially interesting. But generally, from like a filmmaking standpoint, it's pretty straightforward, and there's not going to be a whole lot from like a genre standpoint that this throws at you that you haven't seen before or haven't seen better before. But I feel like this film does have a few elements that do make it a worthwhile, solid kind of crime thriller worth watching. Obviously, Pierce Brosnan's one of them. It is very interesting listening to him do this like New Orleans accent. Coming out of Pierce Brosnan, but like Pierce Brosnan's such a charismatic presence on screen, and he is so perfect and suave as Charlie. It just really fits, and he brings that to the table. Marcie Kramer is an incredibly charismatic actress, and just whenever she's on screen, you feel that energy. One of the other elements is you have Charlie's mentor, Stan Mullen, played by James Caan. It's one of James Caan's last films. And he still got it. He still has that James Caan presence. And seeing him as like this aging mentor of a fixer is a fun thing to see. And it puts a bit of an emotional anchor to the film that I feel like adds some layers to what is generally just it's a twisty but predictable and expected kind of crime thriller. So each of those elements I feel like adds a bit of layer to it and makes it a little bit more enjoyable. And in general, if you're a fan of this genre of film, I think this is definitely something that you want to check out. If you're a fan of Pierce Brosnan, you get a lot of them. And in general, I think this is a pretty serviceable and passable and rock solid kind of crime thriller that, you know, if you're not looking for anything to like really challenge you and you just want a fun, interesting watch, I think this has enough to whet that appetite. But those are my thoughts on Fast Charlie. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.